It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch and they will set up shop at the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Mahomes. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go play action here on first down. This pass is caught by London. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL. He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charlotte. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
7-7, our score after 1. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. For the left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2nd and 2. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
It's a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. It seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34.
13 yards, the tout.
Turn there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help him.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 14.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Again, it's Pacheco.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The tight end in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready, break. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.